Our first guest tonight is a character actor that you're sure to recognize. This man has appeared in over 100 motion pictures, including Rawhide, High Noon, and Gunfight at the OK Corral, and can currently be seen right here on this network in a program called Easy Street. He was once described as the roughest, toughest, dirtiest movie heavy ever. A perfect guest. Please welcome Jack Elam.
Jack Elam is a name almost synonymous with the American Western genre. Known for his rugged appearance, distinctive eyes, and knack for playing tough characters, Elam carved out a niche for himself in Hollywood over 4 decades. His unforgettable role in Once Upon a Time in the West made him a legend, but it also typecast him as the Western villain, which ultimately limited the variety of roles he could pursue in his career. Here's a closer look at Elam's journey, from his challenging beginnings to the role that both defined and confined his legacy. Early life and a life-changing injury. Born in 1920 in Miami, Arizona, Jack Elam grew up in challenging circumstances. After his mother's death when he was 4, he and his sister were raised by their father and stepmother. His childhood in the rough mining town was marked by hard work, as he helped support his family in any way he could. Then, at just 11 years old, Elam's life took a dramatic turn. In 1931, during a Boy Scout initiation, a scuffle left him with a pencil injury that permanently affected his left eye. The partial blindness and resulting lazy eye would eventually become his signature look in Hollywood. While his unusual eye presented difficulties, it would also pave the way for his acting career. Years later, influential producer Darryl Zanuck advised him to avoid corrective surgery, believing the eye gave Elam a unique look that made him stand out. Taking this advice to heart, Elam turned his distinctive gaze into a defining trait of his performances: an unconventional path to Hollywood. Elam's route to the film industry wasn't typical. After high school, he took on jobs as varied as trailer salesman and accountant for Standard Oil. During World War II, he served in the Navy, adding resilience to his character. When he returned, he found his way to Hollywood, not initially as an actor, but as an accountant. His natural wit and charm won him friends among directors and producers, who eventually cast him in small roles as a favor. His talent for acting, especially in villainous parts, quickly became apparent, and by the early 1950s, Elam was Hollywood's favored bad guy in gangster and Western films, known for his intense gaze and rugged demeanor. Breaking into Westerns. With the boom of television Westerns in the 1950s and 60s, Elam became a familiar face on popular shows like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Rawhide, and The Lone Ranger, often cast as an outlaw or eccentric character. His striking look and commanding presence made him a natural fit for the genre. However, Elam hoped to branch out and occasionally did so, landing roles that hinted at his potential for more nuanced characters. In the Dakotas, he played a reformed gunfighter, while in Temple, Houston, he took on the role of a marshal, revealing his ability to portray more heroic figures. As his career progressed, Elam explored comedy, first in The Twilight Zone and later in The Night of the Grizzly. By 1966, his comedic talents became as beloved as his villainous roles, but his most defining success as a villain would come in 1968 with his unforgettable opening scene in Once Upon a Time in the West. Hey, Golden Throwback fans, ready to take a trip down memory lane? Perfect Fifth has you covered with graphic tees that celebrate the music you love. Check out this cassette-era design, a tribute to those mixtape days. Or vibe with Melting Vinyl Sunset, bringing back the golden age of records. And, for the Patriots, Stars, Stripes, and Strings, combines music and Americana in a style all your own. Get it for yourself or as the perfect gift for the music lover in your life. And right now, get 30% off your order with code THROWBACK30 at checkout. Click the link in the description to shop now. Perfect Fifth, wear the rhythm, relive the moments. Once Upon a Time in the West, a career-defining role. Elam's role in Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in the West is considered one of the most iconic moments in Western film history. As a silent gunslinger waiting at a barren train station, Elam conveyed tension and mystery through a single, wordless scene. With Charles Bronson and other actors alongside him, Elam's intense, lazy-eyed stare brought out the suspense Leone's films were known for. The nearly 10-minute opening scene became legendary, showcasing Elam's talent for expression and emotion without dialogue, a true testament to his skill. This performance marked both a high point and a turning point. Though his portrayal became iconic, it also confined him to the Western villain image, making it difficult to secure roles outside this mold. Even as his fame grew, he struggled to find work beyond the Western genre, especially as it began to decline in popularity in the 1970s. Transitioning to comedy. In the late 1960s and 70s, Elam found new opportunities to showcase his comedic skills, finally stepping away from the Western villain type. In films like Support Your Local Sheriff and its sequel, Support Your Local Gunfighter, he starred alongside James Garner, displaying a flair for humor that audiences loved. His wit and timing showed a different side of his talent and proved that he could be more than just a gritty bad guy. He continued to branch into comedy with roles in Rio Lobo and The Cannonball Run, where he played eccentric characters that highlighted his sense of humor. While audiences enjoyed this side of Elam, casting directors continued to view him as the wild-eyed outlaw, limiting his options in the industry. Even as he took on lighter roles, he remained closely tied to the Western genre in Hollywood's eyes. A love for poker and family. Elam was also known for his passion for poker, often organizing games on set that became legendary among his co-stars. His love of the game was an extension of his Western persona and brought him closer to his fellow actors. This love for poker was mirrored in his personal life, where he shared close relationships with family and friends. Married twice, Elam deeply loved his children and took pride in being a supportive father and husband. The cost of typecasting and a lasting legacy. Jack Elam's role in Once Upon a Time in the West ultimately defined his career, but at the cost of being typecast. Though he became a Western icon, he struggled to break free from the role of the wild-eyed villain or comic sidekick, no matter how versatile his talent proved to be. As the Western genre declined, so did his opportunities for meaningful roles. While he took pride in his Western legacy, he was also frustrated by the way his unique appearance overshadowed his skills. Still, Elam's contribution to the Western genre remains unforgettable. Even after his death in 2003, his roles, especially in Once Upon a Time in the West, continue to resonate with fans of classic Western films. His distinctive look and undeniable presence left a lasting mark on Hollywood and American cinema, establishing him as a true legend in the genre. Jack Elam's career serves as a poignant reminder of the impact of typecasting. Though he may have lost opportunities to fully showcase his range, his performances immortalized him as a Western legend. The unforgettable characters he portrayed continue to captivate audiences, standing as a testament to a remarkable era in Hollywood. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Jack Elam role? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.